final main topic today. And our fifth and final main topic today is this. So, I'm still an Xbox guy. As bad as I want that PS5, nobody sent one into the channel yet. So, still waiting for somebody to send that PS5. But until then, I'm an Xbox man, which means I have never got around to playing The Last of Us, which I believe is only on PlayStation, right? Heard lots about it. Heard that it's a great game. A fellow YouTuber that I know spent 12 hours watching just the cutscenes and told me that it was the greatest dramatic thing he had ever watched in his entire existence, film or animation or, whatever. Very interesting. And then we found out a few years ago that Pedro Pascal was going to be starring in the series for The Last of Us, which I believe is on HBO Max, right? That apparently premiered last night, right? Its first episode dropped last night. And I haven't had a chance to see it. We're going to talk about it here today. And me and Lucas are going to make a pact to you guys and to each other to watch this series. And the reason why is because I want to check this out here. Let's see if I can get this to come up. The Last of Us is currently sitting at a 99% audience score and a 96% average audience score, or excuse me, 99 critic score and a 96 audience score. That would make this the greatest video game thing, adaptation for a movie, series, whatever you want to call it. It would make this the greatest one of those ever by far, by leaps and bounds. This is very interesting. So, love Pedro Pascal, obviously the star of Mandalorian, where kind of a similar story
Very
where it
much
seems
so,
like
yeah.
so we know he can play this role.
Right.
I'm not doubting this series whatsoever. I believe that the critics and the audience believe it deserves this for a reason. So that being said, these scores have got me excited. And now that I know episode 1 out, I'd actually canceled HBO Max. So I'm going to have to get back with HBO Max, where I'm going to have to jump on here. I'm going to have to check this first episode out. And if it's as good as everyone says it is, I will hope that me and Lucas can start to do a weekly after show of The Last of Us. If it's really that good, we will. So here's our pact to you and to each other. Lucas, we're going to go home, and within the next 24 hours, we're going to try to watch episode 1. And after we check episode 1 out, if we both are agree, and we'll know. We'll know. We'll know. And if we're both in agreement, we'll start doing after shows about it, and we'll watch it. We'll stay up. Thankfully, HBO Max does theirs at like 8 p.m.
Oh, thank
so
God.
we're not up till 2 a.m. Thank God. But we'll stay up till 8 p.m. and we'll do an after show right after, bro. And we'll be wrapped by 10 and be in bed like normal people.
Maybe,
yeah, right. Well, we could be. We
Right.
could be wrapped by 10, where normally we wouldn't even be starting until 3:30 a.m. So, yeah, super excited about this. I'm very intrigued because, again, something I once heard someone say, which is, there's very few guarantees in life, but one of them being that video game adaptions or video game movies or series suck.
Yep.
They just do, guys. There's not very many good ones, if any. I think we were just talking on the show just a few weeks ago how Sonic is the greatest whatever. And I love Sonic, but I mean, it's so much different than what this is supposed to be, right? So can't wait to jump on it. Lucas, you're hearing these numbers, man. 99% critic average, 96% audience average. Apparently, no knuckle draggers out there want to say a single bad thing about it. Lucas, what do you think seeing these numbers, man?
It's awesome, man. I love Pedro Pascal. I've never played the game myself, but Noah and I, when we were still living together, like when we got the PlayStation, it came with Last of Us, God of War, and like Horizons or something, and like. Eventually he got around to playing it, and I'd sit there and we'd be, frying chicken or whatever. And I'd be watching it. I've always wanted to play it, and I'm pretty sure I still own it and should play it. But this is great. These are great numbers. I was honestly like, even from back when they first announced it in like 2019 or whatever, I was kind of like a little nervous about it. I mean, not that I really had that much invested in it, but I was like, oh, great,
I immediately
a TV series.
Immediately think I thought, oh, great, another shitty video game
For
thing.
sure. Well, that's exactly it. Yeah. And then Pedro Pascal was, cast in it, and I was like, oh,
That's
great, another shitty video game series just with the Mandalorian.
Right,
and
yeah. With a good actor, right? Because we had that Assassin's Creed movie starring
with Michael Fassbender,
one of the greatest actors on the planet.
For sure.
I mean, again, so that doesn't say a lot. You're right. You're totally right. Saying we got Pedro Pascal did for me nothing. And move the needle of this still great. We're still gonna have a shitty.
Right. But no, this is. This is fantastic news because honestly, like, even if it was at 2 a.m., I'd probably wager that, I'd go out on a limb here and say that, like, I'd do it anyway, even if it was bad, even if it was
what it is,
right?
Then yes,
but especially because it is what it is.
We couldn't help it. Our adrenaline would keep us up till 3.
For sure.
Like WandaVision.
Yeah, exactly.
Right?
Yeah. But what I'm saying is that because it's been, over a month now, I think, right, since we had She-Hulk come out. Oh,
yeah,
way,
2.
Yeah, at least
3
a month and a half, maybe. Yeah, right. And like I miss doing that. Like I miss having something, weekly to come for, right? To come over here weekly, and get to, right?
Yeah.
And I would absolutely be down to do that. I will definitely check it out within the next 24 hours. We'll see if there's time that even we could watch it together here. We'll see, but yeah, I think we should definitely do that. We need a bit more content on here, and like I said, I just miss doing that. And
yeah,
especially if it's as good as it is.
I've been waiting to do some sort of pre-game show or post-game show for something. But we talked about it when She-Hulk ended. I remember us looking at each other and being like, that was
What's
it.
next?
That's it for a while, bro. Like until next year.
Right.
And that was in like at least at the end of October, So it's been a few months since we've really gotten anything. So hopefully this is as good as it says it is, as everyone says it is. And if it is, we will do a little pre-show or a post-show, one of the two, maybe both. Maybe we do a watch-along. I don't know what we'll do, but we'll do something if it's good as it is. Have you guys had a chance to check out the first episode of The Last of Us? Did you love it? Did you hate it? Do you want to see a post-show? Do you not want to? Definitely let me know your thoughts down in the comment section below.